Hello, welcome to this new video tutorial. Today, I am going to teach you how to install WordPress with Softaculous in just a few clicks. To do this, the first thing we will do is log into our client area. Here we can see the services we have active, the domains. Here at the bottom, as you can see, we have contracted standard hosting for the domain skywp.com. In other videos, I had shown you step by step how to hire your hosting and how to hire your domain here at skywp.com. For example, here you enter skywp.com and you will be able to see these 4 economical hosting plans. You can choose any of these 4 plans. All of them will come with cPanel, Lightspeed, Jet Backup, and Softaculous, so you can install any CMS. Now, in your client area, you will identify the hosting where you want to install your WordPress. In this case, I will install it on this website. So you are going to click here where it says Manage, and you will click on this option to be able to log in automatically to cPanel. Once you log into cPanel, the first thing you need to do is activate your security certificate. In other words, before installing your WordPress, you need to install your certificate. For that, I will leave you a video down below in the description where I explain step by step how to install your security certificate. In this case, as you can see, we have a validated certificate. But basically, that video summarizes that you need to locate yourself here at the bottom where it says security. And here you will click on this option that says SSL, TLS. I will open it in a new tab. And here these options will appear in red if you do not have your certificate activated. Simply check all the boxes and click here where it says Room, Auto, SSL. Once you press it, you need to wait a couple of minutes for it to activate. As I mentioned, I will leave the video where I explain step by step how to activate this certificate right here in the description below. Now, once you have activated it, the next step will be to enter Softaculous to install our WordPress. So let's locate ourselves at the bottom. We can enter here where it says Software and press the option that says Softaculous WordPress Manager. Or you can also find it at the very end where it says Softaculous App Installer. We have the option for WordPress. In this case, I will press here and open it in a new tab. And here we will enter Softaculous. Here we are going to start the installation process. As you can see, we are going to install WordPress. We are going to click on this little button that says Install. We click. And here we are going to start filling in all this data. The first thing we are going to do is choose the protocol. We can choose HTTP or HTTPS. In this case, since we have installed the certificate, we will choose the HTTPS protocol. It can be without www or it can be with www. Here you can choose either of these 2 options. It's practically the same. It's a matter of preference. So I am going to choose without the triple W. Here where it says choose domain, you will select your domain or subdomains that you have in this hosting. So in this case, I only have one domain and I will leave it just as it is. On the right side, we will choose the folder where our WordPress will be installed. In this case, I want it to be installed on the domain, so I am going to delete this WP folder. And my WordPress will be installed on the domain skywp.com. This is how the URL will look. There it is. A little further down, we will be able to make some small configurations. For example, we can choose the site name and the site description. On the right side, we will select the access data to log in as an administrator. For example, here, I will enter admin. In the password field, I will click on this key to generate a random password. I am going to copy this password. Below, I will enter the administrator's email. A little further down, we will choose the language in which our WordPress will be. Here you can choose the language. In this case, we will leave it in English. And finally, we can make a few small configurations. These advanced details are more technical. Here we can choose the database name and the table prefix. I would recommend that you leave this as default. And the last step would be to click here where it says install. We press. Remember that you need to keep your password in a safe place, the username and the password, because they will be necessary, so that you can log into your WordPress panel. Now, once it has been installed, here we have the domain, and here we have the URL or access to log into our panel. If you want to log in automatically to your WordPress panel, you will press here. You press it, and it should automatically log you into your panel. If you want to go see your website, you will press here. You click here in this case. I'm going to open it in a new tab, and here we have our Word. Here it is. If you want to log in with the username and password, what we will do first is log out. We log out here. If we go to our domain, as you can see, we are entering as visitor users. If we want to access our WordPress panel after our domain, we will enter the following. We put the /WP admin. This way, we enter and press enter. And here they will ask us for the username and password. It can be a username or email and the password. In this case, the user was admin. I would recommend that you do not use the name admin as the username, but rather change it to something else. And in the password, we will enter the password that we placed in Softaculous. Remember that we have entered this data in Softaculous. Then we enter the username and our password and click on where it says log in. And now we have just entered our WordPress panel again. If you have any questions, please leave them down here in the comments box. See you in the next video.